I am continuing my reading. What I'm doing in this series is to read through the entire standard works of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. This consists of the Bible, the Book of Mormon, the Doctrine and Covenants, and the Pearl of Great Price. I am reading in a chronological order of events, not according to publication or volume, so I will be skipping around a bit as I move along. Hosea chapter 8. Both Israel and Judah have forsaken the Lord. The Lord has written the great things of his law to Ephraim. Set the trumpet to thy mouth. He shall come as an eagle against the house of the Lord, because they have transgressed my covenant and trespassed against my law. Israel shall cry unto me, My God, we know thee. Israel has cast off the thing that is good. The enemy shall pursue him. They have set up kings, but not by me. They have made priests, and they have made princes, and I knew it not. Of their silver and their gold have they made them idols, that they may be cut off. Thy calf, O Samaria, hath cast thee off. Mine anger is kindled against them. How long will it be ere they attain to innocency? For from Israel was it also, the workman made it, therefore it is not God. But the calf of Samaria shall be broken in pieces, for they have sown the wind, and they shall reap the whirlwind. It hath no stalk, the bud shall yield no meal. If so be it yield, the strangers shall swallow it up. Israel is swallowed up. Now shall they be among the Gentiles as a vessel wherein is no pleasure. For they are gone up to Assyria, a wild ass alone by himself. Ephraim hath hired lovers. Yea, though they have hired among the nations, now will I gather them, and they shall sorrow a little for the burden of the king and princes. Because Ephraim hath made many altars to sin, altars shall be unto him to sin. I have written to him the great things of my law, but they were counted as a strange thing. They sacrifice flesh for the sacrifices of mine offerings, and eat it, but the Lord accepteth them not. Now will he remember their iniquity and visit their sins. They shall return to Egypt, for Israel hath forgotten his Maker, and buildeth temples, and Judah hath multiplied fenced cities. But I will send a fire upon his cities, and it shall devour the palaces thereof. This is basically the same message as the previous chapter, but different imagery, different way of putting it. But I like some of these things. Excuse me. But some of these things are a little different. Some of these things are a little different because it says, they have made them princes and I knew it not. They have set up kings. So to me, this seems to be probably in the time period of Menahem, possibly Pekahiah, because Jehu seems to have been the last king that God actually anointed as king. And the rest of the turmoil was just God giving them over to their own devices. And so he's saying, look, you made yourselves idols, you've chosen your own kings, and it's just been a disaster for you. And when he says the calf of Samaria has cast thee up there, he's talking about the two golden calves. I know neither one was placed in Samaria, but Samaria became the primary capital of the northern kingdom. I mean, there were other capitals briefly, but Samaria was the main capital. It was the capital the longest, and so the calf of Syria is a reference to those two golden calves. They have sown the wind, and they shall reap the whirlwind. I do like, that's a good imagery. And when it says here, they shall return to Egypt, it's not talking about literally going into Egypt. It's using Egypt metaphorically for bondage. As Israel was in bondage in Egypt, as the people of Israel were in bondage in Egypt, so the nation of Israel will be taken into bondage in a foreign land. So it's an interesting chapter. Not much else to say about it. So I will sign off, and I'll see you in the next one.